You want to just start with a general statement about the game?
Well, it was a tough week, Jonah. Coach Hill is so important to this university, and not only to his players, his staff, but the whole V Nation. And our players, had to overcome a lot this week, and we're going to continue to try to overcome and heal. But really, right now, our thoughts and prayers are with Coach Hill's family, and basketball is secondary to, trying to help his team, help his staff, help our players through this emotional time. So, as far as the game goes, it's a basketball game. Life, what we've gone through as a university is very tough right now. So basketball, I'm just glad we came out and competed today. We played one of the best teams in the country. They're 17-0 for a reason. But we competed. We gave ourselves a chance. And hopefully tomorrow we'll compete as well and continue to get better as the season goes on.
Luis, go ahead.
Coach, it's been a tough week for everyone in the department, everyone in the Rio Grande Valley, and Coach Hill. I know the men's team is taking this week off, not traveling. What was the decision for you guys to, just kind of come out here and play this game after, the devastating news earlier in the week?
Yeah, it was a really tough decision. We spent a couple days just meeting with the team, counseling and just trying to be around each other to see if we wanted to continue. And we decided to continue. I think the players deserve a lot of credit for their courage. They're all hurting. We're all hurting, like you said, Luis, but just proud of our character and their ability to put a few things behind for a couple hours and just go play the game.
And it's never easy to play with a heavy heart. I would imagine, like you said, most of your players playing. But what was kind of the feeling in the locker room before the game or during timeouts of the players, playing with such a heavy heart? Was there a certain sense of passion or motivation to, probably get this win, try to get this win, compete for Coach Hill?
Yeah, I mean, our women's team and our men's team are close. A lot of friends on the men's team. Our men's team's hurting, obviously. The coaching staffs are good buddies. So it's tough on both teams. Obviously, being a men's player right now, you just really your heart's got to pour out to those guys, their coaching staff, and, of course, Coach Hill's family. But, yeah, I think once the game started, I think we did a nice job of competing. And, we kept our emotions in check, and we did the best we could today.
And, now more on a personal note, I know you and Coach Hill being head coaches of basketball teams here at UTRGV, we're really close and probably interacted a lot. What is a favorite memory or moment or conversation you're going to remember about Coach Hill?
I don't know if I have a favorite memory, but last summer I enjoyed it every day for about 2 months. Coach Hill and I met. We would just talk basketball every single day. And, when you lose a friend and somebody that was so important to not just me, because it's not about me, but you lose a buddy. But then, what he's done for this community, for the diversity of this university, Vaqueros United, the great father he is, the great mentor he is to his players. It's really tough, Jonah, or Luis. It's a hard day.
And, of course, basketball is secondary to the game of life. But I do have to ask, Sara Bershers' career high 25 points and Jordan Lewis finishing with a double-double. What can you tell me about their performances in today's game?
Yeah, for just, basically since Christmas, we just haven't had a lot of practice time with all the stoppages and, play a game with 1 day of practice and then, another stoppage. And So to do what Sara did today, again, she was coming off an injury, didn't really start playing until second semester, and we just haven't practiced. And her first game out against Southern Utah, I believe she had 24 points. Tonight she has 25. You're only seeing the glimpse of what Sara Bershers is going to do in this program. She's going to be one of the best players in this league for a long time coming. Today she really did a great job inside and out, hit 4 threes. She scored in all 3 phases, from the 3-point line, from the mid-range, and at the basket. So just a sophomore, be a sophomore again next year. So we feel like this program's on the right track. We feel like we can play good basketball if we can just not stop and get these last 3 weeks in after today. I think we can peak at the right time at the tournament. But Sarah's fantastic today, and she'll be fantastic tomorrow as well. Jordan Lewis, just the effort that she's put out these last 2 or 3 games, she's continued to grow. And you know, when you can get 15 rebounds and you're 5'8", that's called effort. And we got tremendous effort from Jordan today. And she had some put back baskets for her. She made a 3, but very happy for her. And you know, hopefully tomorrow she'll have another good one.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Coach, what was your first interaction with Lou Hill like when you first arrived to the Rio Grande Valley?
Well, Ray, he was actually on our interview process. So my first day here in the Valley on the interview process, Coach Hill took me to breakfast. We talked. We had a lot of similar ties. He played at Wichita State. You know, I was a longtime coach in Wichita, Kansas. Knew a lot of the same people. He coached high school in the same league that I coached in. He was at Wichita East. I was at Wichita Heights High School. So we had a lot to talk about early on, and we continued that throughout these last 2 years and 6 months. But first impressions are very important to me. And when I met Coach Hill, I could tell right away that he was a big time guy, and that stood true until his passing. I mean, he was a mentor to me as well. We're just a few years apart, but the way he carried himself, the way he treated other people, the way he was in the community, the way he treated his players, just a class act, and somebody I definitely want to follow and be just like.
And I've got to ask you on the basketball note, as far as the game is concerned, it just seems for long spurts of this game, you guys hung in there, you guys battled it out, and at one point you were just within striking distance. Is this the type of team you wanted to see from the very beginning?
Yeah, and Ray, I think our kids really competed. We ran into a veteran ball club that they've done this 17 times. They're 17-0, and when they make shots, they're really are unbeatable. And they made shots today. They hit 14 threes. We tried zone, we tried man. If you try to stop the ball screen and the pick and roll, they were able to find the open man on the throwback or the skip. And so just a very fundamentally sound team that understands how to play the game. But our effort was, fantastic. We made a couple runs at them, both in the second quarter, got us back in the game. And then the fourth quarter, I believe we cut it to 7 or 8 again, or 9. I can't remember. But and then they hit back-to-back threes to break it open and get the 20-point win. But our effort's there. Our skill will continue to get there as long as we can practice, not have stoppages, and we continue to work on our game.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. You're good.
I didn't.
I think you're done.
Okay, here comes Sarah. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
All right, Luis, go ahead.
Hello, Sarah. First of all, congratulations on a good game. Probably not the final result, and I know everyone on the team is playing with a very heavy heart in this one today. Can you speak to the emotions of kind of coming back to the court, and what's been a hard week for everyone in the department, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's been tough, but we've just been trying to stick together as a team and take this time to kind of bond and to grow as a team so that we can grow on the court as well. It's just a tough time for everybody in the community, and I feel like by playing, we're kind of helping some people, take their mind off of it sometimes, and that's what we're hoping to do, to remind everybody that what Coach Hill has done around here and how much he's done and impacted everybody. And that's what we're trying to do.
And now I have to ask you about the game. Of course, the game of basketball is secondary to the game of life. But today you had a career day, 25 points, also to go along with 8 rebounds. What was working for you out there on the floor?
What really helped was my teammates putting me in position to score. They always do a great job of spacing out so that I can either attack or shoot. But we do. I mean, with the motion that we do, you can kind of do just almost anything. And so just cutting and moving and trying to find the open people is just what we try to do. And I feel like that's what mainly helped today, getting to the basket.
And, you've been hurt, the start of the season, came back against Southern Utah, and now played a couple games. Do you feel like you're starting to find your rhythm, your groove as, WAC tournament is right around the corner?
Yeah, today felt good. Just being back out there, it felt like we were having fun again, and that's what it's all about. Like you said, basketball is secondary to life, and you got to have fun. So I mean, it felt good to be back out there and doing what we love and kind of getting we felt good today a little bit in the first half. So hopefully we can carry that over tomorrow and have fun again tomorrow.
Those are all the questions I have. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ray, do you have anything?
Yes, Sarah, congratulations on the 25 points, but just out of pure raw emotion, what was your first interaction with Coach Lou Hill, and and how has he helped you grow as a person and as a basketball player?
I haven't had very many interactions with Coach Hill. This is my second year here, and I've been away for most of this last year. But every time I did talk to him, he was always so positive, and he always, when I came back from my surgery, he was always asking, "How's your foot? We're ready to see you back out there." He was always super positive, and that's one thing that we got to take away from him. He always was positive, even whenever things weren't going so good. So I think that that's the main thing that we need to remember about him and, carry that through.
And secondary, concerning about the game, it seems like the team is starting to find that flow and that rhythm. Is that something that Coach Lord has talked to you girls about, just having consistent and regular performances?
Yeah, like you mentioned, we just haven't had very many practices, and when you don't have very many practices, it's hard to mesh. And having me and Boo come back at Christmas, it just kind of threw everything off a little bit, I think, and we couldn't find our team chemistry. And I think now that we've spent some time to bond, and try to grow together as a team, that I think we're getting there, and I think it's going to be good when we do get there.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Sarah.
Thank you.